All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Mythical Rollers, a Twitch stream dedicated to the art of D&D. Whether you are a player, a painter, a DM, all are welcome here. Um, as you can see, we are missing a few people, so today's game should be interesting with some people missing. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Yay, Sunday. Hmm. One shot. We have a one shot coming up. We'll talk about our one shot coming up.
I guess. Sure. The one shot's going to be on February 20th at 8 p.m. Central. You are pretty much given a all-paid expense vacation to an island off Waterdeep called Iberado. And when you arrive there, you get invited to the Marquis's masquerade party, and his masquerades are known throughout all of Faerun for being the place to be, the social event of the season. But when you come off the boat, you realize not everything is, what it seems. So it's a very much masquerade whodunit type one shot. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
That's
A
February
who
20th.
done it?
February 20th. Yep, it'll be fun.
Who done it? Hmm. That it was the butler in the kitchen with the butter knife, obviously.
Obviously. I mean, you just solved my whole one shot. All the others. No need for me to run it now, everybody. Gotcha's already
Sorry.
solved.
Womp womp womp. Sorry. Now I done ruined everything. My
You
bad.
just ruined it all.
That's okay. You just have to redo it and figure out somebody else to be the bad guy in what room with the weapon. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, definitely.
For those that may or may not have seen earlier this week, we here at Mythical Rollers have started our own painting stream, where our own Portia here is the artiste painting behind the scenes. Kind of new for us, so we're not. I mean, hell, even me doing this, we're still not 100% with it. So we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Um, but the paints that we use are from our friends over at Cephalopod Studios, and you can check them out down below. I have the links underneath Mythical Partners to their Twitch, as well as their store, where you can buy the paints we use, because that's what we use is their paints because they're fucking good. Um, Whether you are an airbrusher, they work in an airbrush without having to be cut. If you're just a regular old painter, they don't have to be cut. You just one drop usually is all I ever need for most of the miniature that needs a specific color, but um, just go buy them because they're fucking cool. They're good shit. Um, if you are interested in any of these sound sets that we will use today, I have those linked down below as well underneath the Sirenscape because, Epic Games need epic sounds. I have them broken out by the campaigns that we run and then by the chapters that those campaigns have. So even though this campaign has been on chapter 2 for almost a year, I've got chapter three's music ready to go if we ever could get there. Maybe this year. Maybe 2021's our year. It's our year to hit chapter 3. We'll see. We might be stuck at chapter 2 the whole no. We will do it. We will hit chapter 3 by golly. It's going to happen.
I'm
Oh
very,
man.
very comfortable in chapter two.
Apparently so. Just
We
gotta
keep
put on your
we keep losing friends because we get too comfortable over here.
just put on your bunny slippers and kick back and relax here in chapter 02 for a while. Ah, it's good. It's good. Oh man. Um,
It's
I
the
don't.
thing when you get a tavern, it's like you get a tavern, you get the magical bottomless tankard of ale,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then your tavern
where do you
blows
go
up.
from there?
Well, then your tavern blows up, and then it gets taken away from you and conditionally given back. And it sounds like a really bad gambling session, but there was no gambling as on the party's end. So you guys are really good at being in chapter two. That's just all that there is to
I just feel like forces are trying to propel us to chapter 3 when we're not ready to go.
We just keep dragging our feet in a little bit
it.
and be
Yeah,
like,
like
Listen,
let's go check this out first.
these
listen. You're.
forces have blown up our tavern. They've created havoc for us. Like,
Hmm.
there's a lot of suggestions that we should go towards chapter 3, but my gut says run the opposite way.
I see. I see. I see. Well, eventually, mom and dad are going to be like, "You better get a job, or we're kicking you out of the basement." So, better figure something out there, kids.
Those
Oh
spiders are
man.
gonna have to come to us. That's
I mean, listen. Don't give me ideas,
Yeah, really don't.
because we can definitely make that happen. Um. Oh man. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let's just jump into tonight's game. What the hell? Let's just jump into it and see where the three of you can take us on this Magic Chapter 2 ride. Um, which one of you three would like to actually? Which one of you two guys would like to remind our friends at home what happened last time on Waterdeep Dragon Heist?
well, Adnan. Let's see if between the two of us we can kind of come up with a decent recap. I I know that we had just gotten over the fight with Portia. Portia version 2, not Portia version 1. Portia version 2
Mm.
unleashed hell with her pickaxe, and we were just licking our wounds from that. And Caelyn, in maybe with good intentions, attacked other party members, trying to get things to work out smoothly. But they didn't. We had Cade's head or engine. We thought maybe if that touched Portia, that somehow that would do something.
Doug, I think you have to skip ahead a track. I think you're 2 games behind.
2 games. Wow,
I
gosh, it was
mean,
such a
that's
memorable game.
that
Remember,
that is true. That was not last time. That was the time before, but it's fine. Yeah,
uh,
it's good.
remember, Kate is gone. The engine is missing. Um, Portia has figured out that. Uh, remember, she went to Cord, and Gambiel is celestial for Cord, and we're losing him. What else? We went to the temple of Muhammad. Found out that the Purple People Eater is probably still inside Tegan, and there's a strong possibility when he goes back in the dungeon, he'll fight for the Purple People Eater instead of us. Um, Caelyn left a note saying, "Later, folks." Um,
She was our
and
muse, and she was Arden's purpose for being here to watch over her. She's gone.
Leaf is MIA still. We're not any closer to that. So just to sum it all up in one short phrase, we're just all around fucked.
Avi and
uh,
Embrick didn't want to have anything to do with us anymore. They've got their shop up for sale. Um,
Yeah, you
that's
know shit's
sad.
bad if they're going to turn their back on you. Like that's a bridge we may not be able to repair.
yeah, that's
That's very sad that they're heading out. And then Doug said Avi was a girl, so
I know the pronouns, the pronouns. Oh, I feel so bad about the
listen,
pronouns.
that matters nowadays. Like, what's the thing?
Yeah, I messed up.
In your defense, Doug, some men can really look like women. I'm just sometimes mistakes can be made. I
That's
understand.
true. That's true. Sometimes,
Yeah,
but a constant one at that point is just a slap in the face.
yeah, yeah. I screwed that one up. Yeah.
You could go
Well, you
back and
didn't. That might be the problem.
unscrew it.
Yeah, that's basically the gist. I mean, the whole where Adnan was able to glean some time magic from Rashal's ability there at the church. We're just gonna we're just gonna skip right over that. Um, Leaf's body's gone. The bar is still destroyed-ish. You have no key to lock it up. You've got technically still 9 days to finish the warden's mission until your bar is no longer yours. Um, yeah, Tegan's got a people eater inside of him. Just kind of a bombshell that Rajal dropped on you all when he pulled out his super cool Benjamin Franklin glasses from National Treasure, not a sponsor, but was able to see some things that nobody else could. And somehow, with the help of the Church of Cord, the demon thing trying to consume Portia was expelled, or seemed to be, as the black and red fiery smoke exploded, causing the copper um, copper tub to go kablooey, and copper shards go everywhere. Um, Caelyn took some. I mean, everybody around there basically took some damage, and kind of helped Portia back home to take a nap. Some of you went to talk to Avi and Embrick, where when you discovered that their shop is now for sale. Um, Arden, surprisingly, giving them a letter of apology with the diamond back and the armor. Just kind of taking it upon himself to accept the blame for all that, or they're taking the responsibility for all that had transpired as far as the Colosseum was concerned. And Evie and Embrick still not really wanting to have anything to do with you all at that moment.
It wasn't clear if they accepted the apology, but they did accept the diamond.
They did take that diamond. Yep, they sure did. And you guys kind of went back where some drinking happened, and Adnod went to the Platinum Dragon Church to see if he could talk to the same priest he talked to last time he was there, but he couldn't remember the name. So instead, he found another one to have a fairly deep theoretical conversation with a promise to come back with Tegan to see if maybe the church can't help in some way, shape, or form. And Arden, excuse me, went upstairs, woke up Portia. Portia promptly kicked him out of her room so she can get semi-dressed, as she's currently still in just bandages. To Portia walking across the hall, opening up the door to Caelyn's room, discovering the room empty, bed made with a folded note on the bed. And Portia read the note. And that's where we'll pick up today with Portia in Caelyn's room, note in hand, in shock.
No, girl.
And Arden still at the door, just looking on with a kind of a puzzled look as he doesn't see Caelyn. What do you do?
Well, she finally did it. I didn't think she was gonna do it. Well, Arden, Caelyn left. She's gone.
He kind of looks down and, what do you mean? I mean, she's gone, but she's just downstairs, right? What do you mean she left?
Um, she left. She went to go pursue her entertainment career as a singer.
How, how could she just leave?
She's been wanting to leave for a while. I honestly, this isn't much of a surprise that she left. I dragged her into this situation that we're in. She wasn't happy here. So she
So,
left.
so she just went to the bar, or
No, as in she completely left. She is no longer here. She packed her things and
I
she's not coming back.
I thought you two were like super BFF. How can she just leave?
Well, hang on.
Especially after attacking Adnan to attempt to save you.
She here, let me read it. Because I know Caelyn. And she's Caelyn. So she says, for as long as I have known you, well, let me see. Let me see what I want you to know. She didn't like it here. She's done things she would have never done before. And she became the person she didn't want to be because she hurt people and almost lost me. And she needs to follow her own path. This has been a long time coming. Um, I know that about her. She wasn't ever happy here. She thought she leaving, she thought she was doing me a favor in leaving, but she had talked about it.
The favor would have been making amends, not just leaving.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Caelyn here, so Caelyn doesn't really think like everybody else does. Should she have made amends? Yes. But she thought she was putting me in danger personally. At this point, I imagine I'm sitting on the bed, just kind of rereading the note over and over. And since I only have one hand, I'm guessing I am grasping the war pick and the note in the same hand some way.
That's completely up to you on how you're doing that one-handed. I mean, you've got your left arm. You've got up until like your
Yeah,
elbow, so you could put the pick on in your armpit and then have the
yeah,
note.
that makes
Um,
sense.
Arden is going to kind of walk over to you, and he's going to crouch down so that he can be at the best eye level that he can with you, like not He's
Yeah.
in order to look at you and not look down to you, but look at you.
Okay.
Okay, and he's going to take something off of around his neck and move his horns around, and he's going to just set it on your lap because you have no hands to grab onto. And what you see is a platinum symbol of a fist grasping onto lightning. And he says, "I still think that Cord has plans for you, and I may have been overstepping when I said that he's your new patron. I don't know how that magic actually works, but he could be a new god for you after what has transpired, and just the fact that Gamliel means Cord, you two have a connection. Whether whether you choose to accept that and move forward with that is completely up to you. But my charge was to Caelyn, not to the wayward souls. So this holy symbol, should you need anything of the church, should at least get you most of the way in the door. And if Cord wills it, perhaps we will fight together again in a more positive situation instead of my arrogance. But the church has ways to find people, and my charge is to her. That is a debt I have to repay. So I am going after her. Whether she wants me there is different, and I'm sure she does not. But even I can slink into shadows if I need to. Somebody's got to be there to protect her, even if it's just from herself. Until she has grown up. So I am leaving.
Okay.
But instead of a note, at least this way, it's a face to face conversation.
Are you gonna go tell the others downstairs?
Most of them don't like me anyway, so no. The constant jokes about the fact that I'm a Minotaur sting more than I let on.
That's understandable.
So I will just go back to the Temple of Cord and let them feel out where Caelyn could possibly be, and then I will be by her side to help her in any way that I can until my debt is repaid and or until she starts paying me to be a bodyguard or something. I'm not really sure where I'm going with
It
this, to be
doesn't.
honest.
She doesn't pay for bodyguards. You just end up sticking with her because she's Caelyn. Um.
Entertainment business is a little bit different,
Yeah.
so
Just don't let her take off the hood at
I
all.
probably will not be able to stop that. All I can do is
Very
be in the way of something trying to come towards her.
well. I wish you the best of luck, and make sure you watch over my sister.
Whether she likes it or not, that will happen.
Well, if she left without me, which means she thinks that she can travel without me, which means she really can't. So,
Hmm.
my place is here. Are you sure about giving me this trinket?
I think I don't know a lot about what you went through. I'm not going to attempt to think that I do. But I do know that I saw my God helping you. So I feel like this may be of use to you in some way. Whether that is a favor from the church or a way to communicate again
Um,
with the entirety of Cord instead of a fragment of him.
okay. Um, before you go, if I get up and I just start kind of looking around, can I find paper and pen or paper and quill?
Yeah. Hmm.
And then
There's
I
a writing
scratch out,
desk. Yeah.
yeah, I scratch out a note for Caelyn. I
Okay.
start, and I tell him, before you leave, let me write something for Caelyn for you to give to her.
Certainly. He then
Eh,
he stands back up to give you your space because he knows that you don't like to be shrouded over. He's not trying to be Mr. Protective of Portia here. He has seen Portia survive some shit.
I think at this point, Portia's just in some shock, so she's not like screaming at him to back the fudge up.
Yeah.
I, yeah, I can see where she's like kind of going into shock between everything that happened at the temple and with Caelyn leaving me.
Yeah.
Just kind of, yeah. So I get up and I start penning a letter to
Okay.
Caelyn.
All right. Whenever you get done with it, he takes it and he goes, "Is there anything else?"
Safe travels. Take care of my sister. Thank you for giving her that letter. Thank you for the token symbol.
You're welcome.
And may Cord keep you safe.
May Cord help your strikes be true.
Um, see, it's
You'll get there. It's fun, or you won't.
or I won't. We'll
It's
see.
it's
It could go either way.
um, the choice is yours, but be safe. And then he walks out, leaves you to Caelyn's room for you to ponder whatever it is that you do. For I'm sure that you're going to be there for a couple of minutes, just to whether it's to scream into the pillow, to punch the fuck out of that bed, something to vent your anger as you hear his monstrous hooves on the wooden floor growing distant before you don't hear anything.
Oh yeah, the bed's going to shreds.
I
Just don't even
mean,
have to use a pick. Like
that was Arden's money well spent.
it's feathers are everywhere. And after I carved the mattress up in my aggression, I remember I have to stay kind of calm. Um, and I guess I head on downstairs.
All right. Um, you go down to the bar area where Tegan, Adnan, and Doug with you are. Strangely, looks like a couple of drinks and a potter there. Even Doug with a U has had. It looks like there's a cup in front of him.
Well, things must really be dire if Doug, you are drinking as well. Please tell me we have another cup.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, you don't need a cup. Just drink straight from Potter. We all got cups here.
Okay, fine. I will too. And I go up to Potter and I just start drinking.
uh,
So who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first or
first for what are you thinking?
okay, so I'll go first, I guess. When I woke up from my nap, Caelyn is gone. Caelyn left. And then
On her
short
own?
yeah. Yeah, I know, right? But yes, she left on her own. She left me a letter and she left.
Now we gotta
The
find another act.
Another act.
the
She was our like big stage draw card for when we opened the bar. She,
I
she
Tegan looks over to the bar and goes, "Oh, hey, you're gonna open that."
Like,
All right.
that's what you're worried
Takes
about.
another drink. Uh,
Leaf. I exploded Leaf. Okay.
Portia love, I'm a bit empty here. If you're gonna take Potter, you're gonna have to keep that cups going, or you're just gonna get a cup and I'm just gonna take Potter back.
Here, give me a cup and you can take
Here,
Potter back. So you like,
perfect. Love it.
yeah.
Here you go, love. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, it looks Adnan. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Doug. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Jug, jug, chug, 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 chug.
So, Doug, this is the first time I've heard you be pretty cold-hearted. Um,
That was brutal,
Oh,
considering. I
no.
mean,
I'm just looking around us, and I don't know what it was after we met Renard and Flume, and we got this wonderful tavern, and it just seems like ever since then, every life that we touch, we've just hurt. Whether it's Avi or Embrick, and now they have to sell their shop, or it's
wait,
Zerodol who.
Avi and Embrick are selling their shop?
Oh yeah, okay. So I guess that's our news. Yeah. So
Wait, wait,
things
wait. Like, hang on. We all have a lot to say. Like, let's not bounce back and forth. Portia, why don't you just finish what you have to say? We'll say our piece. We'll get it. We'll go around Listen, if we got plenty of time, we got plenty of Potter. We're just gonna sit around and have an actual conversation instead of running around. We do need to get to those caves, like some point, but like we gotta leave. You go. You finish. Chug, 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 chug.
So Caelyn left. She said something about her goddess had abandoned her and she felt she wasn't the person that she knew she was, and she was finding out she did things that wasn't her. So she decided to pursue her career as a singer and left. Um, I'm not done. I got other news. Arden left too. So as soon as Arden found out that Caelyn left, he left me his pendant and he went after her because we are not his charge. She is his charge.
so you started with the bad news and you ended with the good.
I mean,
I mean,
who's gonna keep doing all the moving now?
really? Really?
Portia,
That
are
was
you
so bad.
are
Listen,
you going to go after her?
No.
Why?
I dragged her into joining you guys. And she wasn't happy for a long time, and I know that. Um, and she had mentioned before that she was thinking about moving on. The fact that she did it tells me that she thinks she's ready because she normally wouldn't have left without me.
So,
I My place is here, unless you say it's not, and then I'll fight you for it. But
oh no, love.
s-
I think we're all in agreement. Your place is here. It just really sounds like she took a cop out instead of taking responsibility for her fucking actions.
I mean, it's Caelyn.
That's a lass who needs a beating or two.
Do you think
Um,
she's
okay,
gonna try and find her parents, or is this her own path?
I think this is Caelyn figuring out who Caelyn is, and that's not her lineage or her connection to her goddess or her connection to the Quins or her connection to me or her connection to Wayward Souls. Caelyn needs to find Caelyn, which is why I'm relatively not a sobbing mess on the floor. Although we have like feathered bedrooms upstairs now. So
well, that's understandable given the circumstances. I guess
just in the
my,
one room. I didn't destroy your mattress, just hers.
I rarely sleep on mine anyways, but I appreciate you saving my room.
Uh,
Really, my only question is in terms of the group, you were the closest to Kaylin. Are you comfortable with us moving on to our mission in the cave and not exploring where she went, how she is, what she's up to right now?
I sent Arden a letter with her. Arden also said that this pendant will get me probably almost all. the way into the core temple and that they have ways to find people, she'll get a hold of me. Or I'll find her. This is home. She's going to find hers, whereas I have found mine, and the tavern's home.
Okay.
But
Well,
Portia, you
if that opinion changes, please let us know.
Okay.
Portia, you've been through a lot these past few days, so it's wonderful for to hear you talk about this bar still feels like home. What is it that we can do to kind of help you through this? I mean, I can only imagine Caelyn leaving is just adding on to what you've been going through internally. I mean, it feels like you almost died physically or spiritually a few days ago. Uh, how
I thought that was
how do you
earlier
feel
today.
today with yeah, how are you feeling now? And what it's what's going through your mind? What are your next steps with Kaylin not in the picture for you to have to protect her?
Jesus, Doug, we got to work on your approach. Like you gotta lightly
Hey,
walk around. You just swing for the like. Good God, you took my breath away, and I'm not even answering the question.
listen, I'm not volunteering to blow up for you though. Like keep that water pick to yourself. Here, have some more. Have a more drink there. Doop 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 doop.
Considering it hasn't even been 24 hours since everything's happened, I'm not quite sure how I feel right now. The only thing that I know I am relatively okay with, and I know it sounds crazy, but with I am relatively okay with Kaylin leaving.
Oh, aye, me too. Right, bitch, that one.
No, she okay, maybe a little bit, but she didn't know any better.
You look drained. Do you
Well,
need
you
a
know, my
take?
appearance has changed at least 3 times in the last 24 hours.
Aye, you know what helps with that? Drinking. It'll
Do
put
you need to
some color in your cheek.
take some time and kick your feet up and process this and recover?
Um, Probably, but I also know that I need clothes. I need my armor resized. I just need, and then like when it gets closer to dusk, then I'll lay down. Probably. I might do it before then. But I can't keep going around in Kaylin's robe either.
Yeah, so that's where things get tricky. Um, like Doug said, the blacksmiths are packing up, and they could very well be gone. We don't know.
Hey, not to be like the asshole of the group, but aren't there other blacksmiths? This is a giant fucking city. Like, sure, they're all neighborly and all that shite, but
I'm sure we could find another blacksmith if they're not there. I will want to check with them first, obviously.
Do we have any funds?
Somehow I still have like 8 gold left.
I got Potter. We'll just start selling a few drinks out of here.
All right.
All I need is a mending. Like I don't even need whole new armor. I shot up from three
Oh,
foot to 4.
s- so
That sounds
I've
like you need a
actually
foot more of armor. That sounds a wee bit more than some mending.
Well, true. I don't know.
Man,
Because I don't think 8 gold's gonna help us out on my armor front.
No, but your armor is not to damage, right? It just doesn't fit.
It just doesn't fit. Oh, I could sell it, yeah.
Maybe they'll do a little bit of trade there if they have something a little longer. Plus, a couple of drinks from Potter here. They'll be agreeing to just about anything we say anyway. I need another drink.
oh,
Do we
Tegan.
go across the street or do we find a different blacksmith?
Across the
Hey,
street is the closest. Let's just start there and move on. If
If we're not welcome.
Why wouldn't
like,
we be welcome?
all right. So Doug here is a right jackass. Doug, why don't you explain to Portia how you insulted her friends?
So kind of had the improper use of pronouns going on.
Again?
Yes.
That's like the
So
third time.
second, but it feels like the third. Um,
Like, are they even gonna let us go over there now? At
well,
all?
I maybe it's best if I just wait outside.
You think?
Um,
no,
just
Doug,
Can't
you're
you?
the one that dug the dagger and turned it. I don't know. Battle in these last couple of days have been rough on you. You've just become a right asshole. You like like you were very short, abrasive with I and this is weird because like our roles are changing. Like somehow I'm not you're outshining me being an asshole, and that's a lot of talent.
You know,
But you have to go back.
Adnan's got a point.
I'm the
You've got to
drunk
go
wizard, and
back
I
and
seem to be nicer than you here, Doug. Lately, like that's fucking weird. Maybe you need a little bit more Portia in your life. I see you haven't been, you haven't touched it. You're supposed to drink it, so you're supposed to drink. Come on now.
okay, okay.
There you go.
no, no,
Yeah,
Not so
that's a
fast.
good lad. Let me give you a little bit of top of there. There we go.
go over there, Doug. Speak from your heart. Tell them about how you didn't mean it. You've been under stress. You've been through some stuff lately. It's hard to keep your head clear. You're sexually frustrated, and just lay it all out there. I'm sure they'll understand.
Yeah, yeah.
We all
I mean, I don't. I'm feeling really rough about it, and I'm not sure how to address it, and it's a bit of an uncomfortable situation. But you're right. I need to go. I need to apologize. Just the idea of them having to move on and close shop is just it really bothers me.
Well, we have room
Um,
here. Can't they just shut?
and we did offer.
I did offer the fact that we had plenty of room here, and we need some people who can, keep the lights on, so to speak, because we're all doing the clearing the cave and whatnot. And they told me to piss off.
Is that how you phrased it?
Aye,
Oh, we have room and we need people to help us keep the lights on.
yeah, aye.
that's probably how we phrased it. Yes.
No
No,
wonder they pretty much told you to fuck off.
we sent the two most eloquent people in the group apparently to go on damage control. Shit, we might as well send a pyromaniac to put a fire out. Why don't we all go as a group? If you get out of line, Doug, we'll step in and try to smooth it over or just punch you so that they appreciate that we're on their side. I don't know, but we got to start somewhere. We got nothing right now. Like we could talk about this all day. Like
We really could.
let's just go start there and move on if it doesn't work. Maybe we can barter something on our way, or maybe Doug, with your past life and what you've done, maybe you could take something or borrow. Let's call it borrowing, but let's call that Plan B.
What? Wait, what?
Right, I'm the asshole for saying we got plenty of rooms here, but this jackass wants to have that jackass fucking steal from your friends. But I'm the asshole. Yeah, let me just take another drink here, because somehow I'm not sure
Okay,
how
let's
that
just
fucking
clarify
happened.
the air. All y'all are assholes. So now that we've got that over and done with,
No, I agree. Here, have another drink.
thanks.
Well, maybe
I can't.
Tegan, you should stay here with Potter, and
Well,
in the
listen, the
trailer.
last time somebody just stayed here, they got fucking stolen. Like, no, this is gonna be a group effort from here on out. Poor Leaf is gone, blown up, and his body's just disappeared. Like, anytime we separate, apparently somebody's a jackass and fucking demonic possessions or some shit. Like, I know we're just gonna be alright, family. We're just gonna stick together in this one from here on out. I don't want one of you lot fucking disappearing and then poor Portia and I the only ones going to this fucking cave. So,
All
Yeah,
right.
if anyone shouldn't be going to the cave, it's you. You are correct.
but I'm going
And
confront the demons and all that.
Yes, there are some demons.
I think we all have some demons.
Not
Oh,
Like
like
but
we,
this.
I mean, we've seen yours though. Like yours was all like black and fire and angry, and I mean, you did a right number on the cowman, but somehow he's fucking gone. So I don't want to be stabbed again. So I'd rather be on your nice side. So here, have a drink.
that's what you're doing. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen Tegan this willing to share some Potter.
Well, we've had a right day or two, so as besides the fuck, somebody blew up the fucking bar over here. There's nothing else to fucking drink besides pot. So
Yeah, we got to do that and take care of that too.
Yeah, but we have to get you the armor first.
Yeah, I can't go around in just this robe. It's not gonna work.
So let's
So
go get your armor.
Okay, I imagine my backpack's still in the corner of the bar where I left it before I went all like crazy Portia last session.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do.
yep. Are we gonna all three head over?
Oh, hey,
Well, there's
there's
four of
one,
us.
two, three,
Oh.
five. You gotta
Oh, I
remember,
thought.
pot has got
I,
some
Potter.
feelings. You don't. Come on,
What is
so,
up
yeah.
with you
Thanks for
hurt
so
taking
everybody?
the.
Tegan, you are coming with us.
Oh,
All right.
aye,
Good.
of course, yeah. Listen, I don't want to stay behind inside the no longer haunted bar and get killed or some shit.
He's got a valid point.
Yep. All right. Before we head out, I'm gonna try something real quick with one of the, I don't know, broken or shattered cups that might be at the bar,
Okay.
and it's a mending cantrip. Just I'm kind of remembering something from my past life and my upbringing, and I'm just gonna try a mending spell because I have an idea of what I want to say to Avi and Embrick, but
Okay.
I'm gonna try this mending cantrip just as kind of a practice or warm up, just to see if it
All right.
actually works.
Um, so part of mending is you have to have all the pieces. It's not just you have half a bottle and you suddenly mend the rest of the bottle. So you'll have to find the rest of these shards of glass amidst the shards of glass to try your mending on a bottle. So roll me a investigation. You
Ah,
get a little bit into it, and there's just green bottles and brown bottles. You have no idea. It's like trying to put a puzzle together, and you only have half the puzzle pieces, and all the other half is mixed in with the other 12 puzzles that you have. That's gonna take a lot of time.
All right. Well, this is gonna go one way or the other. And I don't know
I,
if you guys noticed me doing some funny things with pieces as I'm walking out, but I look really frustrated and then follow behind you.
yeah, Doug, why are you digging through broken glass?
Just trying to see how I can fix things, and it's not working. So um, sometimes things
Well, yeah.
don't work the way you want, and let's go ahead and do this right.
No, I'm really confused digging through glass to try and fix things.
Yeah.
You're a strange kind of elf there, lad. I think maybe you need to drink more. get past this whole weird phase into the next.
Actually, Tegan made more sense than you did, which is really kind of saying something. Not gonna lie, because 99% of the time, I have no idea what's going on.
Like
The,
you want
the,
to put a broken piece back together again, like two broken pieces together.
yeah, I had a thought that might work for what I want to say to Avi and Embrick, but it was just a fleeting thought. Let's uh, let's go
Well,
ahead and do
try
this.
try this, and I'll pick up a twig
Okay.
and I'll break it in half and I'll hand the two pieces to Doug and I'll say, "Work your magic."
I'll uh, I'll say thanks. I think this is something that I'll know at the time if it works or if it doesn't. Um,
You know, magic can't fix things with people, right?
I I know
I
it
mean,
can't,
that's not
but
entirely true. I mean, look at our friend Adnan here. He was completely poof, gone. The body completely just disappeared, all burnt up and whatnot. And we did a little magic thing, and here he is.
Um, you, you
He's
have a
here.
yeah, you have a valid point. I'm talking about like you can't fix what you did wrong there with magic.
Ah, that's where Potter comes in. A little bit of drink and some time, and everything will be alright. It'll be fine.
If only you could turn back time.
You know,
Oh, I almost did it.
if if only
uh,
it's a little magic I just do it to dabble in.
Can I
so
see those sticks then?
yeah, I'll head it back.
I'm going to hold the sticks together in my hand
Okay.
and I am going to move my fingers and say bippity boppity boo, and then I'll open it up. And does the stick fall in one piece or two pieces?
Well, does Adnan have the cantrip mending?
Uh, I'm fairly certain he does not know what mending is.
In that case, it falls into two pieces.
Doug, I think you've had too much Potter for the day.
I'm
We're
beginning to
done
wonder
playing with
if.
sticks and magic,
Oh no,
Timmy.
we're a bunch of guys that are always playing with sticks and magic, lass. Come on
Yeah.
now. And we're about to go
Anyway,
talk to a
focus.
couple other guys who probably play with more sticks and magic, so.
Yeah.
You've made a very valid point. Thank you.
I.
There's going to be a
I.
lot of stick playing coming up.
I really don't need to know about your stick play. That's just a little TMI. Please
You
keep that
know,
to yourself.
that actually reminds me, what are we going to do about your arm?
How does wait what?
Whoa, Tegan,
Well,
you just put vivid pictures in my mind that I didn't think could be put there.
ah, hey, you just need to drink more, Adnan friends. Just get all the vivid pictures.
But God,
I'm just saying, she used to like wield a shield, and her crazy possessive ex-boyfriend wore a hammer pick thing, and now she's got
I've got
an arm.
yes.
Hey, we're gonna like put a piece of metal or something there and strap it to the top of your arm so you're always got a shield arm. Is just asking like what your plans are. Oh, guys, we'll walk. Maybe they. Okay, here we go. Take a drink.
I didn't even think that far. Like, why would you do that?
Well, because we're going to a blacksmith. Maybe they can make something.
you know, like how pirates sometimes have a hook on their stump? Maybe if you had a battle axe or a hand axe or something.
Oi. Oh, I like this idea. Maybe we can strap her war pick onto that somehow, and she can just kind of loop, loop.
Again, the war pick appears out of thin air.
She's been
Please.
holding on to it like this whole time, though. Like
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I
It
thought
hasn't disappeared.
I thought it was a disappearing one.
The red one did. You've seen the white
Oh,
one since I've come downstairs.
oh, okay.
I haven't let it go. I was doing this like weird thing with the cup and the pick and
Mm.
yeah.
So,
Right, sold
uh, uh,
to the blacksmiths then, yay?
Yeah, and thanks for
Alright,
on our
there we
way
go.
there,
adding a
I
different
want
thing
to.
I need to worry about.
I know this is an urban area and it's not a really nice area, but on the way there, I'm just looking just in case if there are any wildflowers or vegetation along the way that
Mm.
might be seen as a token of, you know,
Sure, sure.
affection, offering, something like that.
Yeah.
If
As you get to almost to the Steam and Steel, you remember that just outside of your tavern is the herbalist shop that has all these fucking wild growing flowers and things, which would have been a great place to get something like that. But you didn't think of it, and you're already here.
ah, all right. Um,
Shucks.
yeah, I'm I'm gonna go ahead and do you guys want me to go in and see if I can make peace first, or do you want to go in with me?
Maybe knock on the door first.
Well, as you guys
Oh,
walk to the Steam and Steel, the it's the shop itself is open. The big um, wooden like gate things that they have that come down on different posts. All those are lifted up. You can see that they are both hammering away at something, and the large wooden for sale sign hanging out in front of their shop, as well as another sign that says everything must go 20% off.
as I'm looking up, I'm really also trying to focus on if there is anything around there that is not pristine, something basic, but if there's like something broken, whether it's an arrow, an arrowhead, um, a dent
Sure.
in a piece of metal,
So
anything.
there is plenty of things in the forge area itself that are broken. Whether that is chisels that they have to basically make every day because once they've been smashed on quite a few times, they're no longer sharp. They're kind of discarded until they can be reforged. Um, you do see, a pile of miscellaneous stuff, which you may be able to find something broken or dented in there. They've got a lot more displays out than they normally do. The displays themselves are all clean items of either swords or shields or different sets of armors. But you do see like a crate, maybe a 3 foot cubed crate that just has random knickknacks in it. From the distance you are, you're not sure what's in them, but you see like a couple of spears and some obvious hilts. Um, you do see a couple of shields that are laying against the crate, but as far as something that you would have easy access to that may be damaged, just kind of looking around the crate might be your best bet without going behind the shop counter.
Okay. Um, I'm I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna clear my throat,
You need a little
and
you need a
I'm
little drink there. You need a little drink here, like all.
no,
Yeah.
no,
No,
too. I've
no
already
liquid
had too
college.
much.
All right. Good
No,
luck.
no.
Cheers.
Um,
He kind of gives
I'm
you an
gonna
elbow.
I'm
Adnan, let's watch this here shite show.
I'm gonna walk to the front where kind of the entrance is,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, Avi, Embrick, may I please enter to have words with you to talk.
Um, Imbrick looks up at you and then goes back down to the the hammering process. The other Ganassi, the blue one, does not react at all.
Um, I'm going to try to walk in. My arms open up, and I walk in, and I say, there are no words that I can say to fix what you're going through, and any offense that I've given you. I'm going to try to walk slowly over as I'm saying these words to that crate with the miscellaneous things,
Okay.
and hope and glance and see if there's something in there that might look like it's not perfect.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Give me a
Um,
investigation check.
Oh Lord, please, please, please.
did it not show up?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Let me try
Natural
again.
20s have not been showing for some reason.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
At a quick glance, you do see where um, what is that damn weapon called? I imagine it in my head. Mm-mm. There it is. You see a glaive, and the wooden shaft of the glaive. You can see kind of in the middle where it's a little broken, and so it's not a straight shaft. It's a little bent off to the side, and you can see an
Okay.
obvious break in the wood there.
Okay. I'm I'm going to pull it out of the box very carefully so that I don't break it any worse than it's already broken,
Okay.
and cast the mending cantrip on it to try to fix that break,
Mm,
solidify the break.
okay. So as you are holding on to it, mending is not an instant cast. It is a concentration for a minute. So you're holding on to both sides of that break as you're watching it slowly patch back together. As you're trying to hold it as straight as you can, trying to force the break to go away to mend that break. Um, the rest of you see Doug standing there like a jackass, holding this glaive and just kind of studying it very intently. As Embrick and Avi have both stopped hammering and have turned around to watch him. And they're just kind of looking back and forth at each other and just like not really sure what the hell is going on. Um,
I don't think we're even sure what the hell's going on.
the minute
I'm not even
passes,
sure.
Doug, and the mending seems to be successful.
Okay. I'm going because I don't want to approach them too much further without being invited, and I'm going to use the mage hand cantrip to bring the glaive over to them, and as it's going to them, um, I want to cast a maybe I can't do the sayings with the I lay it down, and um, hopefully they remember that it wasn't perfect before, and say there's magic in this world, and sometimes it fixes things, but there's not a spell that can fix the offense that I have caused you, and the unfortunate situation that's befallen your wonderful business. And then, because I don't have any flowers, I'm going to use minor illusion, and I'm going to like illusion up some flowers that I'm going to, put before them on their feet, and say magic is funny. There are things in this world that can seem real but they're not. And then I'm going to let the flowers disappear, and I'll say, but your friendship and your kindness to to our group, your your sense of being a neighborhood was not an illusion. It was real. Your friendship was real. And while there's nothing that I could do, some spell to weave or some battle to fight to repair this, I just want you to know how deeply, deeply sorry that I am for everything that's happened. And I know that it doesn't mean anything and it can't take anything away. If you need anything that we can provide, whether it's a roof over your head, whether it's an ear to hear your tale, whether it's a friend to drink with, whether it's tonight, whether it's 10 years from now, you have a place under our roof, at our table, next to our fire. And I know sometimes the only spell that mends some things is time, and I can't speed that up. But if you are ever at a point in time where you can forgive me, forgive us, to move past these last few days, I, our group, we are here for you as neighbors and friends. And I am going to see if there's any reaction, but I'm going to just start walking backwards and see how that goes.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was really well done, Doug.
I'm going to roll it twice.
Okay.
Hot diggity dog, that's with a -1.
Doug with a U really feels this. As you are standing up and taking the step back, um, both Avi and Embrick look at each other and set their tools down, and they surround you and hug you in this giant. It's weird because one side is extremely hot, the other side is cold and kind of wet, and you're just in this comforting and forgiving hug as Avi whispers into your ear, "If you call me Avi ever again, my name is Avi. I will cut you."
I embrace them and I'm just like overjoyed and tearing up.
Oh,
And and I and I
Avi is
guess
crying. Embrick's like,
and I'm gonna do another minor illusion cantrip with like little fireworks popping off around the heads and everything like that.
Aw, Anna.
Maybe maybe some nice music too. And I'm
Tegan's gonna
just
be
gonna
like,
tell them
"Oh dear." So you think they're like all married together now or something? Like they're gonna go make him his their little love child or something? Like is that what's going on here? Like
I
this is oh
I don't know,
look
but
there's little sparks and shit flying.
and I'm gonna
do we need to
remember.
come back?
I mean I really wish I had that spell where I could just like conjure snacks and things because I just kind of need a chair and just a pop a snack in. We got a drink, but I mean a little nibble would be nice to just sit back and just watch this whole love affair just kind of take place.
I'm
Just
gonna
what the
I'm gonna
heartstrings.
remember. I'm not gonna let go. I've got the hugs going on, but I'm gonna remember you guys out there, and I'm gonna be like, hey guy, there's some other people outside, and they also want to see you and they want to talk with you,
Embrick
and
pets the back of your head and go and says shh.
oh man, if one of
Before
them
he
puts their
finally
finger on my
before he
lip.
no no he before he finally lets go of the hug and kind of takes a step back, Avi gives you his own, like, just by himself, big hug, and then kind of sets you down. And that was that was very nice, Doug. Thank you. I could tell you really meant it. We
I've
appreciate
meant
that.
every word. I don't have many friends in Waterdeep. Um, I've and some of them that I have had have they're no longer with us, and it makes me appreciate how special it is to have the ones that you do care about in your life. And I am very sincere. We are always wanting to take care of you as well as each other in our group. It's just you all have went out of your way, and that kindness is just unheard of in Waterdeep.
Well, you lot seemed like you were
A mess, you could say a mess.
children who just needed a parental figure to kind of help you out.
Well, we are tired of hurting everyone that we seem to come in contact with, and it it's time for it to stop, and we need to start making everyone's lives better instead of worse. And it starts with you.
Well, I think I can speak for Embrick and myself and say that we appreciate that.
Well, I have some more friends outside that would really like to see you and express their gratitude and friendship of you as well. Um, and I'm gonna like wave my arm, like, come on in, hurry, hurry. No, just just wave my arm to just like give you a, like, I think it's clear. Come on in.
So, you think he like wants us to go and like join the whole threesome thing going on, or
I have no idea. Like, this
I'm
is
not
kind of.
sure either. He seems. I think we
I
should just
mean,
sit
Embrick walked
back.
away.
He's kind of just took a step
Game.
back. Yeah. Hey, right on that, Don. You go right ahead there, mate. I'm just gonna take a bit of drink here, and you're the one who needs armor, so you're probably gonna have to go talk to
Yeah,
him.
I
I'll
I
just be here.
am.
I'll be
That
fine.
might actually be a good idea for
This
you to stay
probably would
outside.
be a great idea, so that
I'm
you
just
know
trying to
the.
figure out if it's safe to go in or not.
Well, I mean, Doug's still alive,
Yeah,
right? I mean, it
I'm a
doesn't
little
look
hot
like
and
they're
cold, but
that it doesn't look like they're taking off his clothes, or maybe they don't need to. I don't know the
Well, that's
physiology.
exactly what I'm saying. I don't know like the technological aspects
Right.
of it either. So
Well,
like,
perfect. You go find out for me. Tell me all about
gee,
it.
really?
Hey,
Okay. Where's Adnan? Is Adnan still standing there, or did he
Adnan
go in
said
the
he's
room?
he was running into that man sandwich.
I start heading in, knowing that they're not probably going to recognize me. So I go in kind of cautiously
Ugh,
and
my
wait for
back
their
pillow.
hug to be done.
Oh, the hug is done. They've backed up and
Into the
given
reach
Doug
around phase.
they've given Doug his space and promised sweet nothings into his ear after when the darkness comes and
the leather pants seem to have shrunk after the this encounter.
Too bad.
Okay, so
Hi.
what brings you all oh
So,
you got a little
I,
taller
Yeah. Luckily, I'm not.
and a
I've
little
had like
paler. And I'm not sure if you knew this or not, but you're missing an arm?
I am,
What what do you boys keep doing to her?
and this is like the third change in 24 hours, love. Like seriously.
He leans, "Do you need help from them? Cuz we will take care of them."
I know you will, and I really appreciate that. Are you? Can I get a hug? Or are you still mad at me too?
Oh, come on in.
Okay. So but no, they treat me just fine.
Okay.
Do you guys need a? Before I get down to what, ask you a question. Do you guys need a place to stay?
No, not yet.
If you do, you let us know.
Yes.
Promise?
Yes.
Okay. On that note, are you doing any type of trades or anything right now?
Ah,
Or are you
as
just
you can see,
selling?
everything's 20% off. What do you got?
So it's such a long story. It's so freaking crazy. My armor doesn't fit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, and I have chainmail. Um, s- so is there like, can I swap, or do you have anything that would fit, or
Is your chainmail damaged in any way, or is it fine?
it it's fine. It just no longer fits. And I
Oh,
take out, I hand him my, well, somehow, I don't
just
know.
just give me the bag. Just give me the bag. It's
Here, take
fine.
my bag off my there.
There we go. All right.
I'm
Brings
still
out
trying to
this
figure out this one arm
s-
thing.
section of chainmail. Goes puts it up on one of the fitting dummies and gets out rope that has the different knots in it and starts taking measurements of it and has you come behind the counter and kind of stand up on a stool and so yeah, hold that and arms arms out as much as you can, and he starts taking different measurements for a view currently. He goes, we could probably just add to this.
Okay.
That wouldn't be um, too difficult. We might have that crate. He goes over to that crate where Doug found the broken glaive and pulls out a set of another set of chainmail that is obviously broken, and then they take the section out that they need and just add it to your section, and you have chainmail that fits.
Okay. How much do I owe you, dear?
That's just scrap.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, is there like an enclosed back room somewhere where I can put this on and not be in this robe that doesn't fit all the way anymore?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
He kind of leads you into the house itself. Um, Inside the house is bright pink wallpaper.
I absolutely love this color.
With there are tall purple vases that have these beautiful long green stem and blue flower plants in them in different corners. He kind of leads you into what looks like a sitting area that has just very plain steel equipment because it's what they basically, it's what they use. And he goes, "You can just change here and come meet us back outside whenever you're done."
Thank, thank you. And you have a
You're
very
welcome.
beautiful home.
Thank you. What are Adnan, Doug, and Tegan doing with Embrick? While the
Uh,
while those two went into the house.
I'm actually asking Embrick if so this is some the mending thing was the first time that I've done that in forever since maybe childhood type of thing. And so I'm like looking around to see if there's anything else that while Portia is changing, get reacquainted with the armor, just to see if there's anything that I can like mend to help with, as it just trying to be like friendly and helpful, just mending things. Um,
Hmm. I guess you can go through that crate, see what you find.
all right, that's kind of how I know how to help people, is to help people. So that's what I'm trying to do, is
Sure.
find something to keep myself busy.
I will say that while Portia's getting her chainmail put on, you find a breastplate that had a cut down in the center of it that you were able to mend. You also find the set that they made for Arden, where it had a caved in section in the chest that you're able to mend. Um, and a couple other things like a couple of swords that have a chip or something in that's easy to smooth out with mending. But you repair quite a few things. And
The
as
whole thought behind it.
after you do like one or
If
two,
they're
like Embrick stops like looking over your shoulder and goes, huh, and then goes back to the 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 sword that they were working on, puts it back into the flame before putting it back on the anvil, and um, Adnan, what are you doing, buddy?
Just hanging out.
So we all know Tegan's doing nothing but drinking.
Just watching Doug put shit together.
All right, doesn't take long for Portia and Avi to come back outside.
I whistle at Portia.
What?
Oh, just saying that the armor looks good on you.
Doug, she's not a hooker.
I'm not Caelyn either. Like, please don't do that. That's just weird.
Oh, boys.
I just can't win.
He's been a jerk really all day today. Are you guys made up?
Av
Like,
kind of looks over at Doug and goes, "Have you never had sex? Is this your problem?"
Yeah, Doug.
I mean, that's a legit question.
Oh, she's not being funny.
I fucking swear to
Oh,
God, I will kill you.
Do Doug, we have talked about
yeah.
this several times. Pronouns.
You just
He.
apologized for calling me a girl, and now you
We.
just fucking did it. That no, you know what? That's it. You guys watch as Avi is
She
has
comes
Maybe
back.
has
just
natural moisture on him because of the Ganassi heritage that he has. But you guys watch as that moisture suddenly comes off of him, surrounds Doug into a large ball of water, and just traps him in a water ball prison. Doug, you
I
are
just
technically drowning right now. As Avi just goes like, just why? Just just why?
I don't have an answer.
Is he I not to be mean to people in the spectrum, but is he retarded? Is he
Avi.
mentally incapable of understanding I am topless. I am a man. Maybe I need to show him. That's probably what it is. He needs to be shown what a man is. What do you think, Embrick?
No, I think you're 100% right. You hit that nail on the head.
I
I deserve
mean,
it. I
I
deserve it.
suggest you take that water
there's
ball into the back room and show him what a man is. We'll wait outside. When you're done, just send him out our way.
I deserve it. I deserve it.
Um,
I deserve it.
Avi drops the water prison. Doug, as you fall prone on the ground, coughing, coughing out blood, or not blood, but water. Excuse me.
I
Oh,
just kind
look.
of look at him. Like,
She doesn't like water, does she?
No, Adnan. She apparently doesn't like water.
Well, you guys have some things to discuss. I'm going to wait outside with Tegan and Potter.
Oh, son of a bitch.
you better watch it. You're gonna screw
I,
it up again.
I,
And I'll leave with them next time. Yeah.
I, 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 I've got
Yep.
nothing but stupidity as
You made
Nothing
this
but
great,
stupidity.
fantastic apology that we could tell
Oh
came
my
from your
god.
heart, and then not even 5 minutes later,
It's stupidity. I got nothing. I'm going to um
leave.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave,
Yeah.
and and know that everything that I said was truthful and honest, and don't mean any harm or offense, and I'm going to leave as I'm walking
Mm-hmm.
Just
out
shut up,
backward.
Doug. Leave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No more
Um,
words.
Hmm.
um,
Think no,
no more words.
no more
Walking
words.
out.
Um,
Makes me wonder if this negative one on my charisma is actually saying something.
It's really
It's
good, honestly. It's fantastic.
he means well. I'll
She
give him the
she
truth.
means well,
oh
apparently.
She means well.
Mm,
I will
mm-hmm.
try.
yeah.
Mm.
Thank you so
I've
much for
left.
helping me fix
I've
my
walked out.
armor. I'm not even gonna.
You are very welcome.
Okay, and my offer still stands. I could always use some great company with all these guys. So if you need a place to stay, come on over. They drive me a
It'll
little nuts.
it'll be. We'll think about it.
All right, I'll let you guys get to it then. And thank you again.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. And I leave.
Okay.
And as I walk past Doug, I punch him.
Okay, so since you're wielding your war pick, really
Oh.
you stab him with your war pick?
I mean, is there any way that I could like turn it around and just kind of like
You're
put the blunt
you're
in?
I mean, usually you wield your left hand for that, and your left hand is gone. You're not
Yeah.
as dexterous with your right as you were with your left. And you're not thinking about it. You're just, ah, shit, that's the pointy
Yeah, I
end.
couldn't even recall on
Uh,
that because
oh.
I would totally just hit you and then forget that I have this.
Mm, mm. We'll say you don't do the pointy end. You do the flat side and just kind of gut check him as
Okay.
you walk in front, as you kind of pass him by. And Tegan kind of looks at you and goes, I don't see any like black smoke and red shit, so you must be alright. It's fine, I'm sure. And he kind of looks over at you, Doug, and
As I
goes,
walk
what
past
the fuck
Tegan,
did you do to get hit in the fucking gut, man? Like,
I'm an idiot.
uh, I.
Tegan, he did a reenactment of what he did the first time.
He called me
Literally the second
Oh.
time
Mythical.
after apologizing.
Oh, shite. You need like a fireball up your ass or something there. Actually, go talk to Embrick. He might be. I better leave before I get in trouble here myself.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep. I'm,
They are
I'm
talking to
just.
us again, so let's not piss them off.
As we leave, Doug, I'm going to look at you and say, please just refer to them by name from now on. Just name only.
I only get cut when I say the wrong name. I don't
It,
drown when I say the wrong pronoun.
if you fuck it up again, I'm fairly certain Avi will show you what a man is. Just forewarning.
And yeah, and I would deserve it. I'm really feeling pretty bad right now. Feeling.
You really should feel horrible. I mean, you gave this beautiful apology, and then you called him a her again, or she. Like, that's just horrible.
Even
I
Potter
need,
was getting kind of teary eyed.
I need to go to the general store.
What do you need from the store?
I was gonna grab some stuff to make dinner and some general clothing.
Oh,
Dinner. We got all the Potter you can eat right here.
I can cook. I just don't ever cook for you guys, but I'm hungry.
Hey, I mean, when are we gonna figure out what happened to Leaf? You got your arm, man. Like, what are we gonna do about your arm? Like, dinner's like a few hours away. Are we just gonna piss the rest of the day away? Or are we gonna try and figure some things out here?
You have a valid point. I'm just grasping
So,
onto whatever I can grasp onto right now.
Hmm.
where do you think we should start?
Oh,
I mean, I think my arm's kind of a lost cause at this point. I don't think it's gonna come back.
I mean, maybe maybe we go talk to those people at the temple, or maybe Rochelle has some creepy way to do some shite with.
Or we just let it be and I try to get used to being right-handed.
Hmm.
We're talking about Leaf.
I'm
I thought
kind
we
of
were
talking
talking about
about
the
both, actually.
alarm.
Oh,
Who was the last person out of the bar?
you were the last person to see Leaf before you detonated the place.
No, I am talking about what happened with Leaf and who was the last one to leave the bar.
I think it was Doug. Doug's the one who put the core into the cold storage area, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
When Cade was still
I mean,
Cade.
is he even Cade anymore? Like, he's been Leaf for so long. He's basically just Leaf at this point.
So,
Yeah.
okay, if you were the last one out, who else wasn't it's real hazy. Wasn't oh, the Dragonborn dude
Rashal.
Rochelle, which is what I said, right? Like, the church or Rochelle
would
may
he
have
have
some
taken it?
answers.
We can
Would
check with
Rashal
him.
have taken Leaf?
Let's just check with Rashal. He might have seen someone coming or going because he was walking slower than the rest of the group.
He
And there's not
was
many people.
slow.
There's not many people that would know that the source
Who
was
else
locked in the
knew
cellar.
where you put Leaf?
Yeah.
Mm, was that herbalist around at all? Because she was kind of poking, or they, excuse me, they were kind of poking their nose in the around the morning, and
I don't know. When we left, I was, in another realm fighting for my soul, so I have no idea what happened.
hey, and a great job you did there. You came back. That was spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about you right now. All
No,
right.
I
You had
know.
your day. It's Leaf's turn. All right. Like,
I
jeez.
know. I'm just
Hey,
saying, I couldn't tell you if she was hanging around or not because I was,
hey. I understand. That's why the conversation was for the well, Doug with you and I don't even know if they are anymore.
were you
People
gonna
who
say
die and come
grown-ups
back.
again?
Well, no, I was gonna say the girls because Doug with the whole girl, but it didn't really work for Adnan. So I just kind of fumbled along. I'm just gonna take a little drink here.
Okay, so we have two suggestions: the herbalist or Rashal. What do you guys think?
My money's on the Rashal guy because
Rashal.
he was very slow after we were all kind of rushing to get Portia to the Temple of God,
All
and
right, let's go
eventually
to
he showed up.
Rashal
And
then.
it might, and we can check on him to see if he's doing better too, because he took a pretty big hit in the temple.
Hey, he's
Remember to
even
use his name. Just call him Rashal.
Rashal.
her. Call her Rasha, right?
All
All
right,
right.
so
Yeah.
off to see Rashal we go.
Names.
Names. Who needs a name? Makes me think of Waterworld paper.
I'd like to
Sweet
see
delicious
Doug's
paper.
notes.
Doug doesn't take notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just drawings.
I have great notes. I just don't refer to them.
Little tick marks for every time he gets a pronoun wrong.
Oh, cheapers. Let's see here. There it is. So you guys make your way over to the Bookworm's Treasure. And the sign says closed.
Give it a good knock.
All right, you give it a good. No response.
Is the door locked?
You gonna try the door?
Yeah,
Okay. It's not locked.
I'll crack it open and I'll yell, Rashal, it's us.
You don't hear any response.
Did he come back from the temple?
Something's a bit off. Why is the door unlocked but closed? Like
Hmm.
maybe he's sleeping, but maybe he's not there. Maybe he's hurt.
Anybody know where his if he lives here too?
I'm gonna push the door open.
Okay. Um, I need everybody to give me perception checks. Um, Adnan, you make it with advantage. Okay. One, two, three. Where's Doug perception check? I don't see Doug's perception check.
It didn't show up.
Mm-mm.
I'll try it again.
It's been a glitch
There we
that
go.
they've had with natural 20s.
There you go again with your bullshit natural 20 fucking shit. Um, None of the rest of you see anything except Adnan. Your little the straw of time magic that you were able to glimpse, you can see that there is both nothing there and something there but faded. And you see a golden dragonborn in the midst of doing something with time magic. But the rest of you see an empty building. Tegan goes, well, there's nothing here. Maybe he still hasn't made it back from the temple.
Yeah, I mean,
No, no, he's here.
Eh?
Adnan, it's clearly an empty
I
bookshop.
have you had a
Uh,
wee bit too much of Potter there, friend? I mean,
I mean,
let's
you
say a
haven't
little
drinking
something.
all day.
don't forget that he's a powerful wizard.
Okay, yeah, but he took a few little copper pieces to the chest.
Right. And I don't know what he's doing, but it appears that he is he is using magic to distort what we see. Maybe the time. I'm not 100% sure. Like he's there, but it's sort of like he's not there. I don't really know much more how to explain it because I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Wait, you think he can do time magic?
I know he can. I saw him do it in Cord's temple.
Right, maybe he can just do a bit of time magic on her arm and pop it back into place.
What if I don't want my arm back?
You don't want an arm? Like, you're just gonna be the one-armed Portia from Hunter? Hey, that's up to you. Okay, fine.
I'll deal with
Uh,
it later. One thing at a time.
Time
Yeah.
magic. That's a realm I've never cared to dabble. But if you think he's there, then yeah, I still think maybe you've had a wee bit too much of Potter.
Do I see where he may be?
Um, Tegan is. He is going to. Alright, if you say there's something there, let's take a gander, shall we? And he opens up his flap and puts Potter in there and he goes, okay. And you watch as his eyes start flashing into a weird color. He goes, oh, shite! Oh, I don't want to go in there. Nope, not going in there. Alright, have a great day. You guys have a great
Hey,
time.
hey, what's going
Uh,
on?
oh, there's. It looks like Adnan's right. There is a lot of chronology magic all up in their business there. Like, A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. I can't say a lot enough. There's a lot.
So, is it
So,
dangerous to go in?
I mean, I don't know time magic to protect myself from it, so I'm just gonna be here. Adnan, you can see that just behind the desk is the back of the golden dragonborn. It doesn't appear like he's wearing any robes, so you see the shiny scaled back and the long tail kind of out and curved, but he's facing the back of the store, and you don't know what it is that he's doing.
How far away is he?
He's probably about 20 feet in, but
Okay.
you remember that distance inside the store is completely different than when you're outside the store. Because you've seen him pull the second story down, and inside was always bigger than the outside. So from outside, it looks about 20 feet in, but inside, that could be easily 60.
I will I will cast Mage Hand
Okay?
and see if I can get his attention by using the hand to tap him on the
Okay.
shoulder.
So you cast Mage Hand, and you send the Mage Hand into the room, and then Mage Hand dissipates.
Hmm. I'll yell Rashal really loud.
You don't even hear an echo.
Is there any stones near me? I will pick if there is, I'll pick
Oh,
one up and
yeah.
I'll throw it and try to
Okay.
hit him.
Sure. Um, roll me just a dexterity roll. As you take the stone and you chuck it inside, it stops before reversing back and coming just barely missing you.
Do we all see that?
Yeah, you see him chuck the stone, and it's to you guys it stops in like this invisible barrier, but for you, Adnan, it goes in maybe a couple of inches before reversing back in the exact same trajectory that you took. Like you have to move out of the way before it like hits you.
Are there any other doors or windows that I would be able to go to look towards him?
No, that's all bookshelf. You know that whenever you walked in, everything was bookshelves. From the outside, it appears like there are windows, but as soon as you walked in, there was just a desk, and then it was a tower, like a wizard's tower, row of bookshelves with a couple of the those ladders that roll all around. And he would climb up one, grab onto something, and pull down, and the layer would come. Excuse me, would come down. And looking up, it was just like an infinite amount of books that just kept going on. You never were able to see like a ceiling. From the outside, it's only a two-story building.
I will explain, relay everything that I'm seeing. Like I see him in there with his back to us. I don't know if it's safe to go in. You saw what happened to the rock. Um, I don't know how
How
to get
how
get
can
his
you see
attention.
him?
Um, I guess I have the magic touch. I don't know. I look in there and I see him.
Maybe you can just walk on in there. You
Um,
seem maybe you got a little bit of time magic on yourself. I don't have any. I am no time magic at all.
right, fuck it. I'll stick my hand in the doorway, like into the actual shop.
Okay. You stick your hand past that threshold, and it's like pushing through some kind of thick ooze or something. It's kind of cold, but you're able to push against it ever so slowly. But you're You're not pushed back out.
Do I feel any pain?
No. The rest of you watch as his arm just disappears.
I
That's
Like there's no blood. It doesn't look like it was cut off. It just, as soon as he pushes through this threshold, you see an empty room with his arm gone.
Are you stuck, Adnan?
pull it back out.
When you go to pull it back on, you have to strain against something, but very slowly, you do pull it back out. And you look down at your hand, and for a very brief moment, the coloration of your skin was as though it was before your second birth.
Um,
Before it goes back to being your normal current color. Your normal current color.
Something's going on with time. Space continuum. I'm not quite sure what it is. This definitely warrants further exploration by someone who knows what's going on. Could be very dangerous. It could be nothing. I'm not sure, but fuck it. Boom, and I jump in.
You guys watch as he jumps in and is gone. And Tegan just goes, oh, shite.
what does that mean, Tegan?
He's he's gone.
What do you mean gone?
Like like around you, there's a little bit of magic coming from your pick, and I can kind of see that Adnan's got a wee bit of magic with him kind of naturally, and I can kind of see that whenever I got this going on. Even Doug's got a little bit of a dabble and a spark in him. Adnan's just gone. There's nothing but time magic. Adnan is gone.
What's time magic?
Exactly what it sounds, the ability to manipulate time itself forward and backward, stopping
So
it.
so when do you think he is?
That is a great question.
Well, I mean, it looks like we're going into another portal thing for Adnan.
you,
Are we?
you all saw what like the rock did, right? It came back out, but for some
Yeah.
reason Adnan doesn't come back out. I don't have time magic. There's no me going in there. That's one of you want to like let's where's beefsteak? We'll throw him. Oh, he left. We can't even throw in the muscle man.
So we just sit here?
So we wait.
I I mean we got pot. Oh, we you said you wanted to go to like the general store get some food stock. I mean this seems like a perfect time. Time. Uh, oh
You're
shite.
hilarious. I can't just
I
our friend just went into an empty shop.
you listen, lass. If you want to go after him, be my guest. But I either two things are gonna happen. You're gonna die, or it's gonna spit your ass back out. I don't know if it's going forward, so you're gonna rapidly age, or if it's going backwards, so you're gonna like go back in time with that stupid entity somehow back inside you, or become a baby or some shite. Or if your body just can't handle the split of time and you just go blue. Time is not something anybody should dabble in.
Doug,
I'm not sure it's a good idea to go in there, but I'm thinking about just hanging out for a while in
Mm,
case something changes because I feel like Rashal knows what he's doing. Like the guy is really sharp. I'm hopeful that something here is purposeful. So maybe just waiting to see what happens.
right, so, well, alright, fine. So you can sit here and wait while we go get stuff to eat. Two
Do
birds
you
with
want
one stone. Or maybe we go to the temp. Listen. There's nothing we can do here unless you're gonna jump in. Either you're jumping in to try to save Adnan, or we're gonna sit here like jackasses, staring at an open door into an empty shop for any fucking guard to come by and think we're trespassing or some shite, because the sign still says closed. And then
It's a
who
good
knows
point.
who
We should.
walks in here? Like one of the guards suddenly decides to walk in here because the door is open, and we're sitting here like jackasses.
So, trying to think of what Portia would do. She tried to event first. I would try to go after Adnan.
All right, then.
Jumping in?
I go through the door.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Mm. So you're trying to figure out what I would do. That's what she would do.
Okay.
15.
All right. So Doug and Tegan, we watch as Portia looks at us both back and forth before she goes, "He would do it for me," and jumps in after him. And for a second, there's just that empty door. She is gone. Portia. As you jump in here, you're suddenly frozen. And then you can move your eyes a little bit, and you're able to just at the corner of your eye see your war pick start turning red. And your left hand start growing back. As your momentum suddenly stops going forward, as you're shoved back, and all those changes of you going back, you're back out the doorway. Tegan and Adnan, you both had to make dexterity saving throws as the body of Portia comes flying at us. Because Tegan's not going to stand there and try to take any hits. He's jumping the fuck out the way.
You mean Doug?
Tegan and Doug. Yeah, you're right. Not Adnan, sorry. Tegan and Doug. Thank you. Sorry. My apologies. My bad. Yeah, Tegan gets out the way. Doug, you're just full on. What's going on? Boom! Get hit with a Portia. Both of you suffer an obscene amount of damage. Where's my... Because Portia had to die dice. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I guess you
6.
are actually a magical weapon right now, so that's kind of interesting.
I don't
Alright.
even know what I am right now.
5.
You've heard the story about the gerbil in Armageddon, right? Because that's what I'm envisioning right now.
I'm just worried on how did I hit Doug? Like, because apparently Portia has a
First
habit.
of all, Portia, you're taking 21 points of just pure magic damage at this particular time, as your body is just torn back to shreds, as though you just came out of that copper tub again just a few hours ago. Doug, you are going to take... looks like 10 points of bludgeoning damage as Portia crashes into you. And Portia, you're going to take 8 more points of bludgeoning damage as you crash into Doug. As you're just covered in blood and wounds, you look over and your war pick in your one hand is white. But your arm has grown a little bit.
I'm sorry, my war pick what?
Your war pick is white, and your
Okay.
arm has grown back a little bit. Instead of it being broken or missing right at the joint here, it's now up to here. You've got a little bit more. You've got a little bit of section after the elbow joint that has returned as flesh. But you're covered in wounds, bleeding. You saw nothing, though. There was no Adnan. Adnan, you are pushing against whatever crazy energy Rashal is doing, and it's your mind is trying to make sense of things, and so your mind is giving shapes to magic that you don't understand. You seem to be in some sort of sphere, and there seems to be what are those things called? Rings that is going from this direction around this to this around, and then top and bottom center around, and they seem to be spinning at a weird axis doing this, like they're not, they're spinning in circle within the sphere that you're in addition to tilting one direction or another. And as you kind of look around, there was a clock, a some sort of timekeeping device in the library itself, and you're watching as the hands are going back. And as you're pushing through, you're looking down at your body, and there's a layer of that same weird sphere that you're in, as though there's some sort of time magic on you in addition to what you are in, that you're able to push into this probably because of that. Whatever glimpse that you made a connection to seems to be protecting you. And as you kind of push forward and around the desk, just ever so slowly, you have no idea how long this is taking. It seems as though seconds stretch out into minutes, into hours, into days, as you're pushing through time to just get a glimpse of what is Rashal doing. Because as you shout, there's no voice, there's no sound, but you can see, whenever you finally get to the side, you see Rashal with his hands outstretched, and there seems to be different versions of him around, whether that's because different moments of time were all being pulled together for whatever instance this is. But you see a young Rashal, you see a much older one, you see just different moments of him, and you could tell they're they're of him. They have the same gold color. Most of them have the same spectacles. The younger one obviously does not, but it looks like him. And what you see is, as he's arching his hands up into the air, and what kind of seems to be the focus of the sphere itself is the body of Leaf, Cade, separated and broken into shards, slowly being put back together, as though he's trying to pull time back on the body of Cade, trying to fix or repair or something. You do remember he was quite interested in Cade's core, in the body of Cade, the automaton itself. But that it looks like it, it looks like he's trying to put it back together, because you can see different pieces of broken are coming back, and much like Doug's mending spell, when they attach together, the break is gone, and so more and more and more slowly are pieces of Cade coming back. But it seems to be quite the endeavor. What was instantaneous to destroy is taking time to fix. But as you see that, and you look down at yourself, your flesh is back to the color before your second rebirth, and it's slowly your body is slowly shrinking as you are getting younger, as though you or yourself you're able to push through this time, but time is still affecting your body. You are your body is going back in time.
So I recognize that I am actually getting getting younger
You can
as I
see
proceed.
you can see the coloration of your skin change, and like a scar that was on your hand is no longer there. Um, wrinkles that appear over time, calluses that appear over time, just not there, and your clothes are starting to not fit like they did whenever you got in here.
Am I close to him?
You are you are you walked in and went around in order to be able to see what he was doing. As you kind of look around, you see the open door, and there's nothing outside that open door. Um, it's just a beacon of light, just a door frame with light. You can't see past. You're maybe about 20, actually 20 feet in now. You kind of just scooted off to the side just enough to be able to see what Rashal is doing. It's up to you if you want to push on, but you do know that sound doesn't seem to have any effect in here.
About how far does he look to be away from me?
He looks like he's maybe 40-ish feet, but for you to get to where you were to here, which you estimate to be about 20, you have excuse me, no idea how long that took, because for you it seemed like it was forever. It seems like you've been in here for hours.
Okay. So I would recognize that I am. Time is taking me back towards my infancy at a pace that I don't think I could make it to him before I end up non existent. So I will turn around and head towards the door and attempt to leave the shop.
Okay. Um, and eventually you do make it back out of the shop. Um, Adnan, how old are you?
Let me pull that up. You gotta ask difficult questions at this
Mm-hmm.
juncture.
I do, because I don't see it on D&D Beyond.
Non was an excuse me. He was an elf that was or half elf. No, he was an elf who was just entering adulthood.
I mean, so for elves, that's 100 and something years old.
So yeah,
Okay.
essentially that's about
So
where he was.
you're, what, a little over 100 years is what you're going with?
Yes.
Okay. Where is. There it is. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Cool, cool, cool. Um, Adnan, I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw as you make it out of the doorway. Okay, okay, okay. We'll come back to you. Portia, what, and Doug, what are you guys doing on the ground?
I'm gonna try to help, or like run into Portia to try to help bandage wounds. I don't really have anything to do that with, but trying to, you know, comfort. And looks like you're messed up. So
Gee, thanks.
tr-
Appreciate it.
trying to, I don't know, wrap clothing and stuff. I don't know, trying to find some materials to like wrap around you because I don't have any
Doug,
health
are you
stuff.
like trying to cop a feel or something on her? She's not. I thought we agreed she was a hooker. What are you doing,
Was
lad?
that an actual discussion?
Like,
Oh, gosh.
I am really surprised you survived that. To be fair, like
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I'm not feeling so hot. Um,
I
I just want to move out of the way of the doorway, and just I'm just want to
Are you
see.
down on
Let's
the
if
ground still, or
I'm assuming I crashed right into you again, because
Yeah,
apparently I have a habit of doing
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I come up and move.
Right. So I'm gonna shut his door. Leave that sign that says closed so nobody else tries to go in there and die. Because that would be bad. And I don't know about you, but I'm a bit peckish and could use like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, I I want to give him like 30 minutes.
Hmm. Alright. Alright. Well, we'll just hang out like assholes. It's fine. We'll just lean against the building, waiting for the old bookstore to open so I can get spells or some shite in case a guard decides to walk by. Good.
Exactly. You're
Yay.
full of wit and wisdom. I'm sure you could come up with some bullshit excuse on the
I.
fly.
You know what? In that regard, let's take another drink.
Portia? How are you feeling? Like, where? Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty big hit. Do we
You
need to
do.
get you some care?
Apparently, I've only taken like 50 bazillion hits in the last 24 hours. I'm okay. I promise. Mentally, probably not so much.
50 bazillion
I
hits.
don't know. I mean, you gotta
That's
figure.
that's a lot.
I've taken a lot of hits in the last 24 hours. Let's just wait for
But
Adnan to come out. I'm
okay,
okay.
you
I, I
okay,
promise. I'm okay.
okay.
Mentally is another question altogether. Um, I'll live. I may look a little beat up, but I promise I'll live.
Okay.
Let's just give Adnan like 30 more minutes, and then maybe we can go to the temple and see if anybody there knows what to do.
All right, so 30 minutes of drinking, standing outside a bookstore. That's fine. What are we gonna do at the temple?
I don't know. I was just throwing ideas out there. What do you think? We can't just leave Adnan in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I,
well, we could, but how long do you
I
think it'd be
mean,
for him to come out? Will
I'm
he come
sure.
out?
I listen. I When you jumped in there, I didn't see you for like a split second before you went right on back out, and I kind of dodged out the way. And good old Doug there was kind enough to be the soft landing for you. I don't. I don't know about. I don't. I'm not sure why Adnan didn't just pop out unless that dumbass has got some sort of like time magic on him, which is scary to think about.
Okay, so you think
I,
he's okay?
Oh no, I think he's dead.
And you just want to leave him there?
I mean, if he's dead, lass, there's nothing I can do. I can only help the living.
I'm my plan is to kind of stick around here for a while. If you guys are wanting to grab some food or go to the temple, um, just let me know where you're going, and maybe I can regroup with you later. But I'm just not wanting to leave Adnan now in case there's something I can do.
I have no idea what to do. I don't want to leave Adnan.
Right? A bunch of assholes we are just standing around waiting for a guy who could may or may not be dead for stepping into time. I obviously said don't jump into all this fucking time magic, but don't listen to the fucking wizard, right? He's just a drunk asshole. Look at you. I don't
I thought we
want.
clarified all of you all were assholes.
Listen,
All
at
of
this
you all.
point, Portia, you're joining us on the asshole train
I
because
mean, I know I'm an
you
asshole.
didn't listen. Yet you jumped in to the fucking time magic bullshit too.
Yeah, well, you would have done the same thing for me.
See, not me. I'd have been like, hey, the whole Black Tower lady who wanted us to do some work for her, maybe she could do some time shit and see if they could help us with this instead of just jumping into time. But you lot wanted to jump into time, so here we are.
Do you think the black staff lady would know anything about what's going on at the cave?
No idea. But she wants
You,
my junk, so I don't want to talk to her.
I was gonna say you wouldn't be the person to talk to her
No, definitely not.
at all.
Oh, definitely not.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to pay her a visit.
Right, you go ahead and pay her a visit. I'm gonna be here with Potter waiting for this jackass to magically appear out of the time trap he's in, apparently.
I thought you just said that we were gonna. I sit back. I'm just gonna sit there.
No, I never said I was gonna do that. I said if you all were trapped in some sort of time thing and I had nothing else to go on, then I would go to the fucking tower and see if she could fucking help.
Okay, I got
But
you now.
it's not that way. You almost died again. It looks like you got a little cut there again and cut there again. Oh, look, your arms are way bit longer now. Look, maybe you should go back in there a couple of times until it grows.
No, I think I'm good.
Can you just like stick your arm, just your arm in, and see if it'll just like bloop come on back? Oh, look at you! You're thinking about it now. Here,
No one.
take it out a drink a couple more of these, and you'll think it's a right idea, and you'll be smashing to go for it.
Yeah, but not. Nah. I take a drink of Potter.
Half an hour goes by, still no Adnan.
Oh,
All right, let's go see. Maybe if, like Tegan said, if he had no other idea, I'd go talk to the black staff lady. What do you think, Doug?
uh,
I think we need some fucking food.
Okay, let's. You want to go eat?
Hey, like, let's just go
yeah.
get some food. I'd rather go to like the church or some shit than go see that bitch again.
Okay. Which
Maybe
church?
Faye might have. Oh, you're at church apparently now.
Don't.
You got that wee little thing dangling from your neck.
Okay, let's see if we can go get some food to go. And
There we go. Some street food. Perfect.
and
I
then
wonder if they'll
see if
do
we
a
can grab
barter.
How
somebody.
far away? How
Go
far
back to the
away?
temple of the cord and see if somebody can come help us.
Okay. What were you saying, Doug?
I was just wondering how far away we think we have to go for some street food.
Oh, not far at all. There's always a hawker on every block or so trying to sell something.
Okay.
I'm sure we can probably find some meat patsies that are definitely not made by the flesh of children.
That sounds amazing.
Doesn't it though?
I'm gonna try those so I can make sure that's attractive. I was like, how many patsies do you guys want? I'm not gonna get high off these, am I?
Maybe. I wonder if they'll
I don't
take a
know.
trade. Booze for the patsies. So behind one of the carts, there's this old woman who's selling meat pies. She's got long, has a slight curl, salt and pepper hair. She's got quite the hunched back because she's got her little wooden trolley she's pushing around. She goes, can I interest you lot in some meat pies that I baked this morning?
Yeah, we would like so. We
Oh,
would like so.
lovely, dearie, lovely. How many pies would you like?
Tegan, how many
The-
pies do you want?
Well, I think let's see what size. Oh, those are kind of like a bite size. I'd say about a two or three there would probably suffice for me. And hey, ma'am, would you do a wee bit of a trade? See, I got this got this pot here, right, of this wonderful spiced rum, and if you're a little bit peckish, maybe we can do a little trade here, some meat pies for a bit of rum here. Oh, that would be just nice, actually. I got this here half-empty water skin. All right, we'll just pop that and dump that shite water out because nobody drinks water anymore. And there you go. We'll just take a few pies, eh? Oh, it would be just fine, thank you. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Sure, take a couple handfuls of my meat pies. There you go, meat pies.
Awesome. And start. Do I know where the Temple of Court is?
Strangely,
you
you
okay?
do. You know exactly where it is.
Okay.
It's
Are you
almost like
good
a
going to
12th
the temple by
sense.
yourself, Portia?
Am I what?
Are you okay going to the temple by yourself?
Well, aren't you coming with me?
I'm afraid to leave Adnan. I don't
Okay.
know if it's gonna be like in an hour or 24 hours, but that did a number on you, and he's been in there a lot longer than that. So,
Right? Which means he's
um,
probably dead.
Tegan.
Well, listen, maybe the people of the church can help us, right? And realistically, you and I don't really know Adnan all that well. Doug does, right? So if he doesn't come along and they're looking for like some sort of like personal touch to try to maybe locate Adnan, well, we're not gonna have any of that. And this jackass is still sitting here, so we're gonna have to come all the way fucking back. He might as well just come with us.
okay. I'm feeling pretty bad, but
I don't think
yeah.
either of us really want
No,
you
no,
to leave here.
I gotta stay. I gotta stay. I'm gonna feel bad if something happens. I'm just gonna like hang out on the other side of the road, um, just in case.
You look weird.
Oh,
Just
I
saying,
always look
Listen,
weird.
we look like assholes sitting in front of it. How much of an asshole do you think you look like sitting across the street from it?
oh, it's gonna be even worse when we have to come back for him
All right, I
because
start
they.
heading towards.
Alright. I
Yeah,
go.
I just don't feel like you'd leave me, so I kind of feel obliged to. Everybody else I've known for a long time has died, and I'm a
Right,
little down on that.
right, all right. Well, good luck to you, Doug. With you. Don't die. Um, looks like it's just the wayward souls are down to two. Apparently, we should like recruit some people or something whenever we go to the cave. Like, I really feel like he kind of leans over. Is the group cursed or something? Like, do you feel like it's cursed or something? Like, this is crazy shite.
I mean, have you heard the story about their team member that had like a devourer come out of her brain? Or were you there with them for that?
Oh, yeah, Panatari. Yeah, she had like this brain thing. I don't. Yeah, that was fucking weird. That's where
Yeah,
we met you, actually, in the basement of the
it was.
Quins. Yeah,
I should have taken that as a sign not to even try.
you, you and me both. You and me both. We probably should have just hit the fucking road then and told these fuckers to piss off.
Yeah, but there was free housing.
Hey,
I
and
mean,
that's how I got Potter, so that's nice too.
yeah. I mean, and for the most part, there's some pretty good friends
But
for a
they
bunch of
keep
assholes.
just falling down or leaving. Like that half orc guy. Like he was just here and then gone. And we saved that cleric dude from the cave and he just fucking pissed off.
Maybe
Just
people
fucking
just don't like us.
maybe we should start putting like spells on them where they can't leave. To have to be around. Like a mark or something that says, this here piece of ass belongs to the wayward souls and don't you fucking touch it.
Do you know a spell like that?
No, but I could totally start looking into it. I'll practice with something similar to Potter to see if maybe it'll work if I put it on a cup or something. I don't know. It doesn't take long for you guys to get to the Temple of Cord after some small talk. Doug, you're leaning kind of against the store. A couple of guards walk by, excuse me. See you standing there. See the shop says closed. You're not doing anything stupid about it, so they just kind of leave you alone. Um, Portia, what are you gonna do at the Temple of Cord?
Do I remember anybody from earlier that day? Where was I
No,
to?
you
I don't
were
think.
pretty out of it.
Tegan, do you remember anybody from earlier today that we can talk to about time magic and Rochelle?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just kind of here for moral support for you. I just kind of sat in the back and drank a Potter. And if things were getting stupid, I was about to jump out because there's not much I can do when it comes to like gods and time and shite. So no, not really. I'm just kind of following you.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You you got that little dangly doodad from your neck there. It seems like you got something.
Okay, so I go and I find the nearest priest or priestess,
Okay.
nearest person I can find. Um,
And it doesn't take long for somebody to notice your holy symbol, and they walk over. And, yes, but I have not seen. Oh, you were actually just here earlier. It seems you are up on your feet very soon.
I
This is
am.
good. Court appreciates those who are hearty.
So I've heard. Um, I need to speak with somebody who would know something about time magic, right, Tegan? Time magic, and who may have been with us earlier with Rashal.
Time magic. You're probably better off speaking to those mystical people over at that long black tower ugly thing.
They're so mean over there.
True.
They really
Really,
are.
they're just a bad spot in our city.
Um, I do though. I do want to give thanks to those who helped with the battle for my soul earlier. I guess too. Is
Hmm.
anybody still here, or did they all leave for the day?
The High Priestess is resting after that. Um, the only other member of the clergy that was there was a paladin called Arden.
Okay, I can come back and talk to the high priestess later. But you said for time magic to go to the Blackstaff Tower.
That would maybe be a place to go. Um, Cord doesn't really care. Time means nothing to him. So we
Okay.
wouldn't be able to really help with that. That seems more of the mystical arts. And you hear
Okay.
Tegan go, shite. Do
I
we
know.
have to? Can we
I mean,
just listen? Let's just go burn the place down and see what happens.
how about you just don't go in and I'll go in? Because she
No,
doesn't like you.
I'm talking about the bookstore. We just burn it to the ground and see what pops up.
I don't think that's a good
That's
idea.
safer than going to that fucking bitch.
Uh, yeah, she is. Um, well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
And I head back and I start heading towards the tower. I know.
Do we? Oh, sorry, wrong accent. Um, are you sure you want to like go over there? Like, I just, Rashal's like the super powerful wizard guy, right? Maybe he's already fixed it up, and it's Doug's the one who's looking at us like we're the assholes.
So we can swing, like, walk by the bookstore as we're going back to the Blackstaff Tower and see if
Aye, that
anything.
since that's on opposite sides of town, at that point we might as well just go
Oh,
back home and take us a nice rest, and then go there in the morning. Yeah.
go where in the
Parf.
morning?
To the caves. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I,
Yeah.
you got your armor, a little bit more of your arm.
Oh. I guess I will take the priest's advice and head towards Blackstaff Tower.
Guy.
I know, Tegan. You can go on home.
No, if I go home without you, those fucking lads will be pissed. Fine, fine, fine. Follow you to the fucking bitch's place. She's probably gonna like want us to do something before she even bothers to help anyway. Just be prepared for that. She's a
I
right
know.
bitch.
But she's a hot bitch.
Uh, you just like that black dress.
Probably, yeah.
Seems to be a common theme with you. The black dresses or the ladies with the tattoos and the thick arms, the muscular arms. You get a little bit of something there. Adnan,
Well,
Yeah.
as you as you go through the light, um, you break the door open as you are shot out of whatever this time trap thing is, and the door shatters, and you hit the other side of the street into the building across the street.
He hits me, doesn't he?
He does not hit you. Um, mm, 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 mm. As you're going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. And your physical age is now 66 years old. You have lost 40 years of physical time. Like, your experiences and your memories are still yours, but physically your body is that young again. Um, the transformation that happened to you on your second birth is slowly starting to catch up to your new younger body. Um, as the your soul is still the same age, so that is still there, but the physical marks are no longer there. Scars and things are that you've had over the past 40 some odd years are gone. And you look around as and it's nighttime, but it's a strange fog or film or something over everything. Everything is blurry. And people are walking backwards, even though you are standing still. And that's where we will end tonight's episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.